Good morning. Here we have the Sharks Crisis Management Plan. Currently, if you're not aware, that our basketball stadium experienced a tragic incident where one of our bleachers collapsed, and where 15 fans were involved, and some of them were hurt. Some were able to walk away, but we have established some crisis management tools and plan of action to keep the Florida Sharks uh, good standing record, reputation, and standing so that we can continue to move on and fix the problem here at the stadium. This agenda, what we're going to cover the current crisis and impact of this incident. We're going to talk about the initial spokesman's statement. We're going to talk about a response team and the roles of the response team. We're going to deal with the targeted audience and the communication channels we're going to use to distribute our message. And then we're going to talk about the long-term recovery plan of getting these bleachers back in action so we can continue to facilitate our fans here home at our stadium. Okay, so this is what actually happened. The bleacher collapsed and 15 fans were involved. During the regular season game here at the Florida Sharks basketball stadium, a group of season ticket holders were chanting and rocking the front banister, and there over there where they were seated. So during the height of the game, of course, the fans began to rock the banister, and subsequently the banister gave in and collapsed, causing an entire row of 15 people to fall down about roughly about 36 feet. So in a matter of seconds, our stadium security and police and medical team surged to that area. There's about 17 staff members from our facility went over there and started to apply for first aid and any other needed things for our fans. Okay, the impact of this incident was huge. Fans have to be able to trust that our facility that they're being a part of is durable. That should never be a question for a fan to want to have that question in their mind that, hey, is this stadium up to code? So that's definitely an issue. And it does have a snowball effect, of course. If we don't have any fans, of course, that will affect ticket sales and endorsements and things of that nature. So we want to ensure that our fans never have to think about facility things. That should never hinder them from coming to a game or any event that we have at this stadium. So the impact is huge, internally and externally. So our endeavor is definitely to fix it. The spokesperson for this event initially, I think that we have to ensure that the owner of the team speaks up first. Fans like to see and hear the owner of the team or the organization take responsibility for it and to be the first one in, so to speak. So I think it'll be a great message to the audience. It'll be a great message to the fans if the owner steps up and do it and not one of his staff members. Now, he doesn't have to carry out all of the speaking engagements, but he should be the first partaker in it. And then after that, which we will discuss later, have the COO or one of the managers continue to update the fans, the local fans, the NBA sponsors on our timelines and how we're meeting our timelines to first rectify the situation and take care of the people who were hurt. So here we have a little blurb for what the owner is going to talk about. Of course, he's going to recap on what took place. He's going to ensure that he issues an apology, and then he's going to get right into how he's going to fix it in a nutshell. Okay, and basically, what I like about his speech, he's also going to show great confidence in the plan and how he's going to fix it. Like, for instance, we have state-of-the-art architecture team coming in who's well known around the world. So having them come in to reassure the fans that what we're doing will fix the issue. The speech highlights their accomplishments of the architectural team and the things that they've done, and it just puts a good feeling in the fans' heart, our sponsors' heart, to know that we have state-of-the-art people coming in to ensure that a structural issue will never happen again. So that's highlighted in the owner's speech as well. So It's straight to the point, and it's very effective. Okay, so the response team roles and responsibility. So for the response team, we have the victim assistance provider, we have the crisis response team manager, the medical team leader, security manager, the deputy operating officer, and the COO, the chief operating officer. So these people are the ones who are going to be incorporated in the response team. Okay, the victim assistance provider, the way I listed it from the bottom up rather from the top down, because usually when a crisis happens, the management team that is on ground zero are the ones who are going to respond quickly. So that's why I listed it in descending order rather than ascending order. So the victim assistance provider, of course, they're going to recognize the interests of the client as a primary responsibility, respect and to protect the client's civil and legal rights, of course, and respond compassionately to each client. So they're pretty much the in-your-face people who are going to facilitate the whole process to ensure that the victims are taken care of and there's no lack or no issues, and we're just going to pretty much accommodate them as much as possible. Crisis response team, they're going to be responsible primarily pretty much for the logistics of the matter. It may be a fan who's coming from out of town to watch the game. Maybe they're a away team, so we're going to ensure that transportation is arranged, lodging is arranged, and any way we can accommodate them, the crisis management team will take care of that. The medical team, of course, we're going to ensure that they're evacuated, taken to our medical facility so we can go ahead and continue to treat them and get them where they need to be. Of course, it's all going to be taken care of by our organization, so they don't have to worry about coming out of pocket or anything like that. And so they'll be getting taken care of by the medical team. Security manager, their primary role is I would say crowd control, facilitating clearing the area so the medical team can come in, so and extract what they need to extract from the area, and they're pretty much facilitating the whole area to ensure that everything is done correctly without further injuries. Then we have the deputy operating officer. He's pretty much the day-to-day manager of every event that we do at the stadium. So he will be the first person there to collect all the information, collect all the data, and monitor, and put everything in a package. So when the chief operating officer gets it, he knows what to say. He knows how to lead, direct the deputy operating officer so they can get the job done quickly as possible. Okay. Now, after the owner of the team communicates the issue and lays out all of the things he's going to do to rectify the issue, we're going to be targeting a couple of people with that message. The first thing, of course, is the local city of Orlando, Florida. We definitely have to target them because that's where our fans are. That's where our local support is. That's the people who paid the taxes to build our stadium. So we want to ensure that that we are good stewards of their money, good stewards of their taxes, and that we are doing the right thing to ensure that the facility is back up to state-of-the-art standard, and to reinstill confidence in the local fans that attend our games. So that is definitely the most urgent thing to do, is to inform the people in our local area. Simultaneously, we'll talk to the sponsors as well in the same manner because they're very important. Ensure that we give them a warm and fuzzy, that everything's taken care of. We're going to take care of everything, and we're going to communicate this the best way we can to our audience so they know that it was not negligence, but it was something that we made a mistake, but it's something that we can recover from quickly. Another person, of course, or another organization is our parent company. Of course, the NBA, as an association, will ensure that the front office understands what we're doing right off the get-go, because the media is going to go to them first. So we have to ensure that we give them the tools they need, the information they need, so they can have it and be prepared to make those statements to the media when they're asked. Also, the Associated Press. We're definitely going to deal with Associated Press. They're a great organization. that's always on ground. They're not biased in their opinion. They deal with facts, and I'm sure as we give them our information, they'll be able to portray that to the world um, in a good way rather than staring it or suggesting things that are not there. So we're definitely going to use the Associated Press as our medium to disperse our information. Another people we're going to use is ESPN. Of course, everybody knows ESPN. They're everywhere. They're in everyone's homes. So being able to use that vehicle, especially as a sports organization, because that's where people are going to go to hear about sports. So we got to make sure that we hit them hard and that they are able to portray our message and our plan of action to get it corrected. So there's no issues, there's no rumors being started in the local area. Another place we're going to hit is social media, of course. Ensure that our dedicated fans and subscribers are hearing it from us first. Ensure that we're able to get their feedback, correspond with them, engage with them, so that they know that we are taking the necessary steps to get this issue resolved. So, pretty much, this is what we're going to use and do to get our information out, to get our press release out, to get our crisis management plan out. Okay, so let's talk about the actual long-term recovery plan. So again, we're going to reiterate the situation and what the people that we are actually going to bring in to fix the situation. Okay, in our recovery plan, and basically what we're going to do, we're going to lay it out by milestones. Now, it's going to be the owner's job, and then the COO, and then the deputy COO to ensure that they are reiterating and doing press releases on every bullet. So every time we hit a milestone, then a press release goes out on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. It's in ESPN. It's sent up to the front office of the NBA. It's being distributed in the local area in the newspapers, what we're doing, so they know that things are being done. Overall, it's going to be a 2-week process, so it's not going to be that strenuous. It's not going to be that long. So it's pretty much a small project that can be done, but we just want to make sure it's done right. So week 1, we're looking at 4 milestones. Disassembling the bleachers, cleaning the area thoroughly, purchasing new bleachers, and purchasing the reinforced steel and concrete to ensure that nothing ever collapsed again. All right, then in week 2, we're going to install it, conduct inspections on the steel and on the concrete. We're going to install the bleachers, and then we're going to perform load tests to ensure everything is up to code. Okay, so every time something happens, we're shooting it out in the media, and then keeping everyone abreast of what's going on. So I think that'll be important. It will definitely increase the confidence of our fans, because they know that we're communicating with them. We're not holding anything from them, and they're able to see us work towards what we said we were going to do. So this is going to be great. We're sad that it happened, but a crisis has happened, and we just got to ensure that we deal with it quickly, swiftly, and implement plans of action and work those plans of actions as quickly as possible. So I think if we do this, sponsors will be fine, and we'll be able to move on from this and continue our legacy here in Orlando. So that's all I have. If you have any questions.